Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who are learned the truth of the gospel of Yahushai from. And peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect, the men, women, and children that are predestined to receive salvation and to be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, which is the kingdom of Israel. All right, so Brother Tazawam, just coming back, once again. All right, this devil just keeps having his tongue fall upon him. All right, and we here, as servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to warn the sheep to pick it up what this devil is saying, what the Lord got this devil saying, and to spread the gospel, spread the news. So this is just recently, all right, within the last, I say 20 minutes, you have Biden says on the CV Vanessa's, it's still a question if the federal government can mandate the whole country. I don't know that yet. All right. So right there does let you know that they are, and they already know. Okay, he's been in the game for a long time. If he tells you, if he says it, he's spoken about been in Congress for 150 years. But this devil being docile and not docile, but out of his mind. He knows exactly whether or not they have the authority to do so, because he has been, like I said, he's been in Congress and Senate and politicians since the 70s. All right, and for a very long time, so he knows what exactly they could do and what they're going to do. But let's listen to what he says here.
Yes. Mr. President, thank you. Why not push for vaccine mandates in states, private companies, schools? Do you want to see those entities pass vaccine mandates?
Well, I'd like to see them continue to move in that direction, and that's why I'm
You hear that? So she asked about the mandates for the Vanessa, and he said he would like to see the private sector, schools, private companies, so on and so forth, move in that direction. Okay, because what you see happening right now, they're not mandating the Vanessa, on a large scale. They're having it be done whether in state or different counties, so on and so forth, on a local scale. But he's telling you that what is being pushed is every institution, all right, that's in the corporate the corporate states of America, right, is going to have to mandate that Vanessa. So your jobs, whether they be private sector or public sector, all right, the public transportation, everything is moving towards that, all right, and that's what he just said right there. But he's going to further expound on federally.
I had asked the Justice Department to determine whether they're able to do that legally, and they can. Local communities can do that. Local businesses can do that. It's still a question whether the federal government can mandate the whole country. I don't know that yet. Yes.
You hear that? I don't know that yet. Now, they're going to come out, right, at, Esau, at the time that the Most High sees fit, because as the scripture says, he that letteth will not let. All right, so the Most High through his son Yahushai is letting this devil do these things, just like how Yahushai told Pontius Pilate that he has no power except the power that's been given from him, from his Father which is in heaven. You see, but it's going to come at the most inopportune time for the wicked, that they're going to have that mandate federally, because he said, I don't know that yet. And once again, he knows very well if he has that capability of doing so. But the fact that he says that, the fact that it's even mentioned, shows the hypocrisy of this devil. Because, and through the Spirit, I came across this. Where is it at? I came across this back in May, right? And I took a screenshot of it, and I just put it in our group chat just to show the brothers. But this right here is a screenshot of an article that I read coming from, I think it was the Washington. No. It was one of the viable mainstream media outlets. Okay, that pops up on your iPhone news app. So I took a screenshot of a specific spot, and I took the screenshot May 11th, 2021. So right here, let me zoom in. It says Biden and his team has repeatedly dismissed any suggestions of requiring Vanessa or creating a federal registry of people who have gotten their shots, instead focusing on increasing information about the Vanessa safety and efficacy and access to shots. All right. It says Biden's latest target calls for 70% of the U.S. adults to receive at least one shot by July 4th, compared to the 58% who have gotten as of now. So back in May, they have repeatedly dismissed any suggestions of requiring the Vanessa. But here you just heard him say that he wants the private sectors, the local governments, the hospitals, the schools to do what? To move toward the direction of mandating. And now he's looking into having a federal mandate, okay, to mandate the whole country to get it. So this goes to show you the lies, the double tongue that this devil speaks with, man. All right. Earlier when this whole thing came out, it was all about, it's your choice. We support, your liberty, your freedom of choice, this and that. But now this devil's coming as a dragon. Okay, and we constantly bring it up. He's coming as a dragon and showing you what his real intentions are. Revelation 13:11, I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. Right? You had all these Democrats. Okay, they were hating Trump. Right? Oh, he's such the worst president. Blah 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 blah. Right? And all the Republicans was loving him. And then you have Biden come in. Biden appealed to you Israelites. Got you to vote for him. He's the most voted for president in all of history, man. With 81, I believe it said 81 million votes. He broke Obama's record for most votes in the U.S. History. Okay, because I thought you had that one Jake said, "Oh, Biden, we need you to save us. We need you to save us from Trump." Okay, Biden said, "Oh, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black." You remember all that? They had you out there. They had strippers out there stripping in the commercials, telling you to go vote. So that two horns like a lamb is those political systems that you jakes are just getting played with, man. All lost in the sauce. Okay, and that's why the scriptures talks about not putting a king of another nation over you, man. Okay, our king is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. King David, man. All right, and King David, I should say. Yahweh, the king of everything, and he made his son Yahweh Shai sit upon the throne of the house of David. Okay, and in the kingdom underneath Yahweh Shai is going to be our king, King David. But you got Jake over here in that same mindset that they was when Yahweh Shai was on the scene over 2,000 years ago, saying we have no king except Caesar. Well, now look what Caesar doing to your asses, man. All right. So it says he had two horns like a lamb. So that lamb, that fair speech that he was talking about back in May, or we're dismissing any suggestions of mandating Vanessa. To now, we want all these corporations, all the institutions to move toward that direction, and we're even looking to see if the federal government can do it. Which once again, they already know if they can or not. All right, and if it's something to the point where they feel as though they don't have the legislation to do so, trust and believe they're going to pass some type of loophole law, because that's what this devil do. All right, pursuant to Isaiah the 10th chapter, Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay, so the things that they write, the laws that they write, are grievous. But the scriptures told you that the commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai are not grievous. So that goes to show you that this devil just does everything contrary to life in life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, as he says. Okay? Because Yahweh Shah said that I come to give you life and give you life more abundantly. This devil's trying to take away your life. So, Salakia. Yeah, so going back to, what I just had, which, what did I just have? Salakia, brain fart. But going back to what this devil says here, actually, I get something in the book of Ecclesiasticus, the 12th chapter, where it tells you never trust thine enemy. All right, you Jakes was trusting in Esau, trusting that he was going to look out for your best benefit, but now that it's coming down to the wire, this devil's moving. Oh, that's what I have. Revelation, the 12th chapter. He said he spake as 13th chapter. He spake as a dragon, and now he's coming with that draconian measures, man. Okay, coming with those harsh measures on all who doesn't comply and worship the beast. So it says, Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 13 says, who will party a charmer that is bidden with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? And this devil is the serpent. In Revelation, it tells you that dragon, the beast, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan. So who's going to pity you that partakes in the ways, and goes after this devil in his ways, man? All right, drinks of his wine of his fornication. Nobody's going to pity you. It says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? And that's why in the book of Revelation, it tells you that come up out of her, my people, that ye shall not be partakers of her plagues. All right? If you laying in bed with this whore, then you going to come up with fleas. All right? You're going to come up polluted. And if you're polluted, then you're not that chaste virgin, that pure virgin that Yahweh Shai said he's coming with, his bride, his bride. All right? That's why the scripture says it has not been defiled with women, because you done laid down with this whore and been seduced by her ways, and now you are defiled, man. All right? Now you're not worthy to stand before the Son of Man. But this devil here, man, he's showing you that that's what he's coming with. Now, this is one more quick article that I had just came across as well. Over there in the Philippines, you had the president said this came out today. Said, despite no law sanctioning the Vanessa, Duterte says will order them confined at home. Says people who remain unvanessed against the Crown Royale may no longer be allowed to leave their homes after President Duterte late Wednesday ordered authorities to confine unvanessed people to their homes. If they will leave their homes, I will ask the police to escort them to their homes because they are walking spreaders of Crown Royale, Duterte said during his latest public address. And it ain't going to be just ask politely to go back home, right? It's going to be by force. And this is why the scriptures told you it's going to come upon the whole world to try them. Because you got a lot of Israelites that's over there in the Philippines too, where they call them the little neglitos, okay? During the different wars that Jake was involved in, they left seed over there in the Philippines, okay? Because we've been spread throughout the four corners, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So they're telling you straight up that, right now there is no, because that's what he said right here. It says we have to come up with a law punishing a guy. See, that's that stick. A person who has not been vanessed and going around. We do not have a law, Duterte said. But if we will wait for the law, many people will die from Crown Royale. That is a problem. There is no law. So now they're saying that there's no law to actually stop people from not getting the Vanessa, but they're going now to confining people to their homes. So what does that mean? You can't go out. What about if you need food? All right. What about if you have a medical emergency? See, and that's why the whole notion that's been going around, here in Babylon and other parts is what? This is the pandemic of the unvenescent, man. This devil's coming down with that great wrath. And all of these, a lot of these, I should say, countries, they're all in cahoots, man. They're all in league with this devil. Because these are the elites, the wicked rulers of the darkness of this world. All right, they have all these countries in their back pocket. All right. Yeah, so that was it on there too. Okay, I just want to bring that out as well, man. But hey, man, I seen that what Sleepy Joe said. The hypocrisy of him mentioning that now they're looking into seeing whether or not they can federally mandate this Vanessa. So we'll see what happens within the next couple of weeks and months, especially as we enter into the what they call the so-called flu season. Expect more and more draconian measures, more and more finger pointing at the ones who do not, has not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. They're going to start, bringing more and more, making it harder for us to maintain in this society. But that's when the Lord is going to make his move, man. Okay, the Lord said, "What? Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same." So, with that, call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rachak Radash. Until next time, Shalom.